Well guys, welcome back to the Off-Grid project. It's been a while since my last video. Been pretty busy. I put another section in, and last video that insulation was missing, so I filled that in. I got another section in, and when I did the calculations for the trailer, I thought I only needed 5 sections, 8 foot long, 48 divided by 8. But when I measured from here to the door, 8 foot is about here. So I got all that section left. So I'm gonna have some extra lumber to buy and insulation and so forth. But I can't really get any further until my IBC totes are washed out. And then I can start putting some, before I put the plywood down, I'm gonna buy a bunch of these 1-inch insulated foam boards and put those into the studs here to bring everything up flush, and then I can use the spray foam to fill all the gaps all the way around. So I'll need quite a few cans of spray foam to fill those gaps, but that'll bring it up to an R13 value, plus, because it's R8 for one section of these, and it's R3, or no, R5 for a 1-inch section, because this stuff's only 2-inch and that stuff's 1, so yeah, that makes sense. If not, I'll figure it out. But anyway, and then I'll put the plywood down, and then we'll be able to slide the IBC totes all the way to the front, just out of the way actually, until I can finish this part. And then the totes are actually going to be sitting right here, right in this corner, and they're going to be stacked. So they're about 4 foot wide, I believe. So they might take up almost half the trailer if you look at it. The width, not quite half. So that's what this one will be stacked up on that guy, but over here. And that's for my rainwater collection. And I believe I'm going to put the wood stove right where this IBC tote is sitting, and exhaust out the door there. Just come up with a straight piece and a 90 and straight out. And I want to keep it as open as possible so it's not claustrophobic. I don't feel claustrophobic at all in here because of the high ceilings. And it's pretty nice in here actually. I do want to add at least 2 windows. One probably right where this foam is, so near the fireplace, somewhere around this area for one of the windows. And the other one at the front here. Let me get up here if I can. I'm just walking on the studs. I have walked on the foam, but don't like doing that. So this section is where I'm going to place my bed, right up front. So once the wall's built, and once the plywood's down, I can get the guys in to spray foam this, or I will spray foam, either one. And with my leftover pieces from the 2-inch that I've been cutting to fit these sections here that are kind of a weird size, so I normally have to cut 3 inches off to make those fit. So I'll probably put those in here and fill that up, and in the corners there. And then once this is spray foam, because this is just aluminum, this is just the aluminum bare metal, and that'll be awfully cold in the wintertime. So I definitely want that spray foam. It'd be a real pain to use this insulation on there, or even above. I don't think it would work very well. Better to just spray the stuff on and then we're good. Also added just some pieces of metal to the door to divert rain, and it's worked great. I haven't had any leaks. I do have a gap right here that I have to cover up, but this worked out really well. And outside, above this door, I made a little, so I'll draw it with my finger. I took a piece of flashing. I went 1 inch down. I bent it with the brake about, I would say, 2 inches out. So when the water hits it, the water is deflected away from the door quite a bit, so it won't get this wet too much. And I also aluminum, the piece of metal looks like this and like that. I put some aluminum tape over the screws, and it's held up really well because we've had a lot of rain so far. Also, I know I've tarred everything. Well, I had my dad help me do that. But this skylight still has been leaking because we've had rain for about a full day. And I came in before I put this frame down. We had a little wet spot here. So for now, I just have this 1 inch piece to catch any rain. Don't need anything molding or whatever. I'm just having that there to evaporate the water. Yeah, so that gives you a bigger update what's going on. I'm gonna be out of town for a couple days, celebrating my brother's birthday party. Happy birthday, Kevy. And yeah, so I'll be back in a few days, and hopefully I can get those guys in to power wash out my IBC totes. I did make an appointment earlier for them to come. They never showed up, so that was a waste. Yeah, so that gives you an update. We got 4 sections in. I have enough for 1 more. That'll get me to about here, I believe. And then the rest I'm going to have to fill in, do a lot of cutting on that end. So, okay, that gives you an update. Thanks, bye.